Kevin, a 3-0 defeat at Kings Lynn this evening. I think you probably categorise it in the same way that you could on Saturday, in that I think the players were out there for the most part, gave all that they could, but probably just undone by a better team.
Yeah, I think that's a fair reflection. We're obviously disappointed with the result, but tremendously proud of the attitude and the application that, again, those players have shown tonight in difficult circumstances. We're off the back of a 3-0 reverse on Saturday against a very good side in Fylde. To come here, it's not an ideal way to a game to respond away at Kings Lynn, who are a very good side, and right up there as well. But that's how it unfolds, and we have to get on with that. And certainly, when you're going into battle tonight, obviously concerns with the amount of players missing. And I couldn't be proud of that 11 that got out there and started the game. I thought they were tremendous and kept us in it. And we knew the physical presence of Kings Lynn was going to be a problem at restarts, and we dealt with that all first half. It's disappointing the goal to concede so early in the second half. I thought we regrouped then and continued to battle and work hard and try to wait for moments and stay really, really organised. And we changed it at the end to try and salvage something, and it hasn't quite worked out. And we get 2 late goals. It's probably a little bit takes the gloss off of what was largely a really solid performance. And we've frustrated Kings Lynn, and they haven't had very many clear moments. To say, they're a very good side, and I just, like I say, with so many players missing and key players, probably 8 players there that everyone would probably ordinarily be starting in that team. So for those boys to go out and scrap and battle like they have and show the heart and the passion, determination to work really hard for one another, I'm okay with that. Clearly, we need to grow it, but again, we're always learning about players and those that are going to dig in and in difficult circumstances and show that respect for the teammates. And that was in abundance tonight. People that have to step up. As I say, it's difficult. You sides a little bit cobbled together there, and it's not easy to form relationships just like that. You need time and training sessions and games to build those relationships and understanding. So, gone out tonight and worked really hard and been really, really difficult to break down. Yeah, it's unfortunate at the end of the day that we haven't picked up something, but you can't deny Kingsley a strong side and probably deserve the result.
Sure. Liam Nolan joined the injury list, I gather, since Saturday, so he was one of the absentees. Adam Livingston, I gather that was a pre-arranged something that the club agreed to basically honour a commitment he'd made to be somewhere else.
Yeah.
A little bit short on the bench. I know Mark Noon being on there wasn't ideal. I think 1 or 2 people have wondered if it would have been possible to add a couple of the under-18s to the bench or anything like that, but that didn't really enter your thinking.
No, I mean, there's 4 on the bench there, and if Mark had to go on, he wouldn't let us down. He's still, when he joins in training, he's still very capable. He perhaps hasn't got the legs to get around the pitch like he used to, but good game understanding, and if we'd have needed to put him in for any reason, he'd have gone in there. And as I say, he definitely wouldn't have let us down. He's been a good footballer and still capable. Like I say, he just can't get around like he used to. So, you're a little bit back to the wall, and when you're not going into battle with so many key players unavailable, it is a concern and it is a worry. I want always to put up what I feel is our best side out and be competitive. And I thought, like I say, those lads have got on with the job there today and can be proud of themselves. As I say, it's not easy, but just throwing the side together, and lads, as I say, they've got to step up against a strong physical side again, putting themselves really well, and we take all the positives from that.
Sure. You'll have Robbie Evans back for Saturday, assuming that I think he's been obviously a 2-game suspension, but a little bit of an opportunity to rest his calf injury that he's been carrying. Harry Flowers still absent. Any news on any of the others who may be returning?
Excuse me. We'll get them assessed on Thursday, and hopefully, there's a possibility that we might have 1 or 2 more of them. Adam again should be available Saturday, which is another bonus. And it will start to unfold, and it's one of those where you look at the depth of our squad. It's probably 22, 23 in number, and to have, as I say, so many key players out is a bit unprecedented. Really, it's different reasons. But that's what we find ourselves, and it's a difficult place to be, because then you bring players in, they expect to be in the side, and when they're not, they get disgruntled with it, and when you've got so many to try and manage and keep happy, it can be, you can create a rod for your own back. But clearly, we've gone out there and we've obviously taken a bit of a chance with the players we've got, and as I say, each and every one's acquitted themselves really, really well.
Sure. I mean, you just touched on it there. I was thinking, we've had the news today about Rakim Reid leaving, and I think he probably falls into that category, doesn't he? And that limited opportunities, and he's decided to move on.
Yeah, I mean, Rakim wanted. I think he's been with us 4 games now, and hadn't quite got the minutes that he wanted, and this is where you find yourself. Last Tuesday, I think we were leaving 3 players out of the 16. Here we are tonight having to put an assistant manager on the bench, and that's again a little bit of it shows the difficult position that we're in personnel wise, and I've touched on it on enough occasions and spoken about it on enough occasions. It's really frustrating, but look, that's where it is, and we make the best of it, and we do our very best, and we work really hard, which those boys did tonight. And as I say, I can't go moaning and groaning at them. They worked their socks off again tonight, like they did Saturday. Probably did deserve the 3-0, but that's what happens. But we need to pull ourselves and get regroup on Thursday, and look forward to Alfred on Saturday, and hopefully pick something up there.
Sure. So we might see some resolution on some of those in the coming days then.
Yeah, obviously I'll get a better handle on it. And again, we're up our 5 loans that we can get on the team sheet. All 5 are starting the game there tonight. There's little wiggle room in that aspect. You take another loan in, they expect to play. When they're on the bench, they get disgruntled and unhappy about being on the bench and question why they're here. And that's, as I've said, and I find myself repeating myself. Relying on 5 loans, it's not a healthy position in which to be. But we work through it, we get on with it, we find out about players, we continue to learn about players and those that are going to take this club forward.
Kevin, thanks very much for your time. I'm sure we'll speak to you at Alverton, which we'll speak to you before Alverton as well, but thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.